Hey everyone, I'm NornQueenAlexis and welcome back to the channel and welcome to this review slash reaction thingy to Decadence and Decay. I don't know why Decay is really in here as a main staple because it's kind of like not very important, kind of. Welcome to our latest online preview. Over the next hour or so, we'll be showing you loads of amazing stuff. We've got big reveals on the way for Warhammer 40k, Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Middle-earth strategy game, nobody plays that, and Warhammer Underworld. So grab a snack and get yourself a drink and settle down for our front of our live. You know what? I tried. I got tongue-tied and then I got annoyed. So their entire online preview is an hour and 35 minutes long. If you want to go watch that there, you can watch it straight from Twitch or you can watch it on here. They talk about stuff and things. So Rust to Rust. Now this, I want to know what happened with this. Because last I checked, in chronological order, the best I could find, is they had Dark Imperium, then they had Plague Wars, then Plague Wars ended with a short story of, actually like a really, really, really short smidgen of an ending where Greyfax actually defeated them using 7 Deathstrike missiles, realizing that the number 7 was sacred to them. And then they retreated, and now they're after the Tau, but now there's nothing about that anymore. So I'm curious what the hell is happening here, because they're kind of all over the place. So I'm going to take a look at this video. I haven't seen it yet, but I am going to say this. If there is music in it, I'm probably going to mute it. Simply put, GW never uses actual, like, you know, copyright-free music. Grab my hot chocolate and let's dive into this. So I'll try to keep this low so YouTube doesn't pick it up. But I can hear it. I doubt that. It's been going for 10,000 years.
And turning wheels, countless lives, bound in chains of lies.
I like the rhyming.
By one certainty.
What Space Marine chapter is that?
Fall and wither and decay. And now, by the will of
Looks silly.
our War Master, I shall be the herald of that truth. The stars of Tyranid shall weep. The machines of Metallica shall rot. And when their forges are cooled, and their flesh calls out for mercy, I will be there to welcome them.
Okay, so let's be real. Typhus is going to lose because Typhus is a loser. He's literally like a silly character, to be honest. Forge-World Metallica is kind of metal. I really love Metallica. It's one of my favorite bands, actually. I really like them. But it showed Sisters of Battle, Adeptus Mechanicus, Imperial Knights, and some unknown Space Marine chapter that I don't know right off the top of my head. But I want to know, did Typhus succeed in fighting the Tau, or did he retreat from that? There's a whole story here that they're missing, like his war with the Tau and how that ended. I'm going to take a wild guess and say he retreated. Also, now Typhus is working with Abaddon closer. Don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I know he doesn't like Mortarion as much as he likes, like, Abaddon. It's his three-way love triangle. It's very confusing, but needless to say, Abaddon is a lot more loving and tentative than Mortarion, who's kind of like that. Well, he's a loser. Anyway, Typhus, the wayward son of Mortarion, favorite of Nurgle, which is rather funny that they say that, and host of the Destroyer Hive, seeks to exploit a weakened Imperium and claim the Forge World Metallica for his own nefarious purposes. Standing against him are the Adeptus Mechanicus, and their epic battles will play out in Warzone Caradon. Act 1, Book of Rust. Heroes will stand, worlds will fall, and an entire system stands on a knife's edge. Get it? Because there's Eldar involved? Knife. Get it? Knife ears. That's the name of the Eldar. So knowing that this is book 1 is kind of interesting. It's probably going to play out like Imperium Nihilus, where it's Vigilus Defiant and then Vigilus Ablaze. Which, by the way, can we talk about how the Imperium has just been losing in the past few months? So getting a win on Mortarion, not Mortarion, but Typhus would actually be rather nice. They defeated Mortarion and Typhus before, so beating him again won't be too difficult, depending on the writers. Got some cool artwork on here, which I really like. It's half demon, half Mechanicus. Looks like a Dark Mechanicus symbol, right? Hint, hint, nod, nod. Hint, Dark Mechanicus. Oh, no, we can't get Dark Mechanicus. Okay. No Dark Mechanicus. So we get the losers, the Adeptus Mechanicus, the Imperial Knights, and the Drukhari. Drukhari are interesting to be in this because they're really just kind of there. That's it. That's all the Drukhari do. They're just kind of like, we're here to mess things up and pretty much do nothing else. And that's kind of it. That's all they really do. The warriors of Camera are keen to take advantage of the chaos and confusion caused by Typhus's invasion. Alongside these codex supplements are rules for playing through the Caradon campaign yourself. Does that mean like you yourself, where it's just you playing, or is it you and a few buddies? Because that's actually important, because if they had solo missions in this, I would actually like that. That'd be kind of cool, especially during a pandemic where everybody should be staying inside, wearing masks. Well, not wearing masks if you're inside your own home, but if you go outside, wear a mask. Stay 6 feet away from people. Stop the spread of this stupid virus. Kind of amusing that they're talking about typhus when we have a global pandemic happening. Details. Alongside these codex supplements are rules for playing in the Caradon campaign itself. Can you claim Metallica for the Death Guard, or will you try to stop Typhus? God, why would you side with Typhus? Like, the dude's just kind of a whiny little twat in the lore, and all he does is complain about his daddy not loving him. And then his daddy complains about his daddy not loving him. It's this really weird, like, circle of daddy doesn't love us, but Nurgle loves us, and Nurgle's just kind of like their, like, it's kind of like their boyfriend's dad, or boyfriend's, you know what, never mind. I tried, what's going on outside? Anyway, weird stuff aside, the Plague Purge mission pack, wow, that is really cringy, allows everyone to join in the fun of the Caradon Warzone with a host of special Crusade rules, which I never get to play Crusade. I really want to, but with the pandemic and everything happening, I can't actually play 40k because I don't want to take the risk of getting lung damage, because I know that I will survive through the worst of it, but the long-term damage to my body will be horrendous. Send your army campaigning through a load of... I almost said a load of... Send your army campaigning through a land of rust and decay and pick up some new relics and abilities along the way. So yeah, again, it's just a Crusade book. It looks pretty cool, although I feel like the Death Guard are getting fatter. Is that a thing? Has anyone else noticed this? They feel like they're more bloated and, like, bigger. And I'm not, fat shaming or anything. I'm just saying that they look a bit bigger than they rightly should. I feel like they should be more mutated at this point, too. Like this dude right here, where he's got all of that stuff hanging out of him. I feel like this guy right here should as well. Because, like, that is a lot of armor. Also, I feel like Death Guard should have their own chosen. Like, every single unique faction of Chaos Space Marines should have their own unique chosen. They should also have, like, the demon brutes from They should just have all the rules from 30K into this book as well. But that's just me. That's just me. Will your Crusade forces emerge weathered in glory, or will they end up in the rusty scrap heap? Probably win, because Death Guard aren't really that good. They're really good at holding objectives, and that's about it. So, Real Space Raiders. You got the Drukhari, where they look like they're just having fun. They are just jumping around, having the time of their life. And honestly, they look pretty cool. And of course, there's like a massive amount of construction outside my house at this point, because anytime I'm filming, they do this. The first Xenos Codex for 2021 makes the Drukhari faster and deadlier than ever. You'll see. More attacks, higher damage, lethal combat output across the board. This is something I was worried about going into 9th edition, because Space Marines went up to 2 wounds, so everything that was a Marine killer needs to go up to 2 wounds, which ultimately means that the Guard are going to get weaker, because their tanks aren't going to be as tough, because they're taking so many more wounds. Just like a lucky 6 is going to kill a tank at this point. The stabbiest of the Eldari are about to get stabbier. Really? You have like 20 riders and that's what you came up? Okay. Their new rules allow you to take the real space raiding force you've dreamed of without being penalized in command points. Okay. Do you want to run pure witch cult? You can do that. Have an urge to mix up the Cabal and the Homunculate Covenant? Do that. I don't know why they split them up in the first place. This book will also introduce Crusade rules that allow you... Yeah, Crusade stuff. You know, the thing that I can't play because there's a global pandemic happening. So we get the Incubi, which go from 4 to 9, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. Movement of 7, pretty average for an Eldar. Weapon skill 2+, that's really good. We don't know if these are troops anymore, though. I'm interested to see if they're troops. Ballistic skill and, well, weapon skill 2+, ballistic skill 3+, strength and toughness of 3, wounds still only 1, and 2 for their leader. So that's interesting. 3 to 4 attacks. They don't have Assault Doctrine, but they might have something equivalent to that. So it'd be kind of cool to see that. So if they get assaulted, they're going to die. If they do the assaulting, they're going to win. So interesting little tidbits there. Leadership 8 to 9 and 3+ saves. Essentially, they're in power armor. Then they have their... I don't want to try to pronounce that. So single blade and dual blades. They're holding 2 weapons. Okay. +2, so strength 5, which is probably going to be upgraded by combat stims. I'm going to say combat stims because of YouTube. You know exactly what I'm referencing. So strength 5 base, because of the +2, AP -3, which is going to be a 6 up for Marines, and 2 damage is the dead Marine. Like, that's just, yeah. The other weapon is only +1 strength, so strength 4, AP -2, and 2 damage. You can make 2 additional attacks with this weapon. So if the bare bones guy has it, that's 5 attacks with that weapon, plus more than likely 1 on the charge because of other rules that they will have. That actually makes that... Which one is better then? I think I would go for the more attacks. And then they have their knife. God, my throat sucks right now. So strength 5, AP -3, 2 damage, same thing as the other guy. Incubi will easily slice through anything that gets in their way. Yeah, quite literally. They will destroy this amount of attacks. Like if you have 4 of these guys with 3 attacks apiece and you use these weapons, yeah, sure, you're wounding a Leman Russ on 6s, but the amount of attacks will definitely blow through half its health. The knives are 2 damage. Even Space Marines are no match for them in combat. Well, that's not true, and we all know that. I mean, it took me 2 seconds to realize that Space Marines charge these things and they die. So it really depends on who goes first in combat. It's not saying that if they get charged by Space Marines, they'll win against Space Marines. Space Marines will just chop these guys up. Don't worry though, the galaxy isn't entirely at the mercy of the new Drukhari threat. It never was. The Drukhari aren't really a threat to the galaxy. They're a threat to like minor systems and certain planets and supply routes. Here comes the Dark Angels with a new codex supplement that you're bound to fall in love with. Get it? Fall because the fallen. Get it? It's a pun. Look at how funny they are. Anyway, we get this new art. This new art looks honestly incredible. Like, this new art is 100% amazing. Also, they have chapter serfs. I love the serfs. I'm sorry. Any artwork that shows the chapter serfs, I love. Because a lot of people don't realize just how important chapter serfs are. This codex supplement is packed with blah 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 background stuff. Launch faster and more deadly Ravenwing assaults. God, how can they make it more deadly? Like the Ravenwing is terrifying. Dreadnoughts are in Deathwing, or yeah, Nito Mosquito, my funky burrito. So going back to the 4th edition rules. Hunt for the Fallen with a new range of stratagems and relics. More confusing and over the top rules that we don't really need. That the army could just have base rules and go with that, but I digress. So interrogation. 0 RP. Oh, is this it's a crusade rule, that's why. Okay. So a new crusade rule, but nothing real for the actual tabletop game. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, Alexis, crusade rules are legit and for the tabletop game. Yeah. That's exactly how they're going to respond, by the way. They're going to actually type out, yeah. I don't know how they're going to type it out, but they're going to do it. But I was kind of hoping for, you know, a better explanation for this. Are they upping their speed? Better explanation of this. Are they talking about giving it like a better invulnerable save? Because right now, dreadnoughts aren't even worth looking at. The only dreadnought worth looking at currently in 40k, and this is counting in the Forge-rolled stuff, is you take a relic, not even a relic. You take what's the dreadnought? The Venerable Dreadnought with the las cannon, and that's it. That's all you have. Like the Daredeo got nerfed, the freaking Leviathan got nerfed. They're still good, but they lost core, so no rerolls anymore. They lost a bunch of stuff that made them good, and their ballistic skill 3+, and the second they take like 3 wounds, they go up to 4+. They're essentially in like a competitive format, they're almost unplayable. So then we move through the to Necromunda, and yeah, let's take a look at this. They'll probably have copyrighted music, so let's. Oh, she's cute. They straight up look like the love child of Drukhari and Ambles. Yeah, they just straight up look like Drukhari Ambles. Yeah, the Green Goblin looks sick, though. I'll give it that. The Green Goblin lookalike looks awesome. Why the hell would you have a shield on a freaking kiteboard? Like, that shield would pull so much wind resistance that you might just go flying off. I assume that Magna grappled to their hoverboard thing. But even still, that's going to be really tough to aim. You're a really obvious target, and I don't know. In a game all about stealth, you don't really want to stand out. So, Venskar, the most technologically advanced of the house clans of Necromunda, and their new book gives them the tools they need to carve out their own corner in the Underhive. Yeah, it quite literally looks like they just took everything from an ambot and just threw it on themselves. Yeah, these straight up look like ambots. I love it. He'll exposed hand. Everything else is armored except his hands. which is super stupid because of how important your hands are in armor. You definitely want those armored up. Also, most of them aren't wearing helmets, which just means you could throw something at these things, and if it gets past that riot shield, which essentially that is a riot shield, then yeah. These straight up just look like ambots. How cool would it be if they were actually like Men of Iron? Like, the ambots were actually built by men. I know they're not, but that would be so cool. Sorry, I'm gonna nerd out about that. Look at how silly this guy looks. Look at this little decadent noodle over here. I'm assuming this is a mind impulse unit, otherwise there's no way to control it. Same with this one. Yeah, this is definitely like got that whole ambot aesthetic. Because like it's even got the mouth of it. Like, that's so cool. This person's not. Why can't GW paint eyebrows? Like, what is up with GW's lack of eyebrows? Like, I do a lot of work on my eyebrows. I tweeze them and so then they move on. They have Middle Earth stuff, but nobody cares at all about Middle Earth. You got two little dwarves. I don't care. You got this chick, and I really like her. So let's take a look at her. So we're now moving into Warhammer Underworlds, which is a game I've been meaning to play. And again, I don't want YouTube to copyright strike me, so I'm keeping this low. Oh, she looks cute as hell. He looks spooky as hell. That guy looks silly as hell. He's like holding his weapons like this, like, I got it. Like somebody threw a weapon at him. Everybody else looks awesome except that one guy. Look at him, he looks so stupid. This guy straight up looks bad. This guy looks amazing. This guy looks amazing. This girl looks amazing. Actually, she kind of looks like the Lord from what was it? Dark Vengeance. She straight up just looks like the dude from Dark Vengeance. Can do any other reveal here? No? Okay. So yeah, she straight up just looks like the guy from Dark Vengeance. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm saying that's actually really cool. I would probably use her as a Chaos Space Marine. And if anybody argued with me, I'd be like, whatever, the warp did it. And if they argued with that, I'd be like, I just don't care. Like, I'm using this chick because she's cool. And that's the only logic I really need. But yeah, I would definitely use her as a Black Legionnaire. Like one of my sergeants. This person looks dope as hell. Look at them. That is cool as hell. This one also looks cool as hell. I really like this. This one looks stupid. Like, he just flat out just standing there like this. Like, it looks like somebody just, like, kind of bumped him in the chest. And he's like, what's up? Like, he's gonna fight them. Oh yeah, now we move on to what everybody wanted, which is Slaanesh in the mortal realm. Because Slaanesh is now free and created a child or something. I don't know. Marathi stole her powers. Ooh. What the hell is going on outside? Is somebody dead? With all that racket, they should be.
It's almost perfect already. Why is it impossible to find decent help in these realms? Don't you know who I am? I'm the most incredible, talented, deadly, and beautiful champion of chaos there has ever been. Now, I'm back, and I'm more magnificent than ever.
Oh yeah, this is definitely copyrighted music. Alright. Oh yeah, he looks pretty good. He looks a lot better than Fulgrim. Fulgrim's model is hideous. dig this. Well, they have the whole boob, not boob thing going on. How they're split down the middle as male and female. All right, let's take a look. So you went from looking silly to looking like Sigmarine. All right, I can dig it. I can definitely dig it. I like it. Kind of looks like an Eldar, I'm not going to lie. But, you know, that's fine. Oh, he used to have a rapier. Now he has... I guess he still has a rapier. Or straight sword. I can dig it. Although I don't know where his makeup is. Like, it showed that he had a full palette and he's not using it. That's a shame. He had a full palette next to him and doesn't use it? Like, do your eyeshadow. Do eyeliner. Like, come on. You said you were doing your makeup. Do your damn makeup. Alright, so now we have the actual Warriors of Chaos, which have these really weird swords. I don't know if I like them. Because it's like, it's got the handguard and everything, but at the same time, it also... It's not like a piece, a rapier, or a saber. It's like this weird sword with a catch in it. That's a huge weakness. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, they're very slender. They kind of remind me of the Sisters of Silence poses. Actually, that is the Sisters of Silence like pose and everything. So with the tabard and everything. So this is very, very, very a lot of reused assets. But still, it's worth it because it looks pretty badass. I like him. I like him. What the hell is going on outside? Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but wow, it is loud out there. I am so sorry for that. Okay, sorry about that. I just muted my mic for this. He's got a interesting weapon. He's got a canabo and a claw with like a portal-y thingy on his head. That seems silly. This one's got a whip. Very, very, very Slaanesh-y. Actually, it's weird that Khorne uses more whips than Slaanesh. And they make their whips out of Slaanesh hide, which also doesn't make sense, but we're not going to get into that. How happy this one is. I don't know what type of fork weapon thing that is. That's extremely silly. This one looks like somebody from Kiss. I love it. I don't understand the sword. Their weapons are silly. Like, their weapons are just straight out silly. I like them. And that's pretty much it. So, that all being said, let's, I really don't know what the hell's happening outside. I think Sigvold is obviously the winner here for best model revealed. I'm really hoping this gives us more to anticipate with 40k, because I really want Fulgrim to come back, or somebody actually interesting in the lore to come back. I also think this character is really cool. I really like her as well. If I were to do Chaos, I would definitely use her as my Chaos Lord and replace this weapon with a... probably cut it here and replace it with a Demon Sword, but that's just me. These things are pointless. There's a tree that looks like he's doing a certain motion. These guys are cool, but I don't see myself playing Vensar. I'm more of an Escher, just saying. I like my Escher girls. Give them their oh, it's not jump packs. It's grab shoots. Give them the grab shoots. I'm gonna get the Dark Angel Codex because I love me some Dark Angels. The Drukhari was interesting to see as the first of the Eldar. It's probably going to be a small codex with barely any changes, but I'm hopeful for it. I hope they fix a few things. This book I'm excited about. The Crusade book is the Crusade book. I don't really play Chaos, but I want to see what else is in it. And yeah, so easily Sigvold. Like, he looks the coolest out of everything revealed. So I'm super excited. Disappointed he doesn't have makeup on, even though it shows a full palette there and shows a bunch of hair products, and he's clearly not using them. So I'm a little bit annoyed with that. Like, a favorite champion of Slaanesh, not wearing makeup. Disappointed. All I'm saying. So I want to know what you guys think. Tell me in the comments down below. Tell me what your favorite thing revealed here today and why it was Sigvold. Yeah, it's pretty much Sigvold. Like, I might buy this model just to paint this model. Like, I don't even play Slaanesh mortals in AOS. I have a Slaanesh demon army, but I'd probably never take him. But I really want to paint him. Does that make sense? I want to collect him versus actually, like, playing that army. I'm doing this with my hands below the screen. You can't see. So yeah, tell me what your thoughts are. Also, check out all the links in the description down below. There you can follow me on all sorts of social media. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Patreon. My patrons go a long way to help supporting the channel. And they're super awesome, and thank you guys so much. As always, I'm NornQueenAlexis. I love you guys. Bye.